I have started the recording.
Thank you.
So today we'll cover two topics, which is applying pop-ups. Another topic is inserting media, which includes video and audio. So let's start with pop-up first. So as I earlier described about these layers, which you will get in magplus, each layer have its own pop-up layer on the top of that particular layer. Okay, so you can create those pop-ups in this pop-up layer, and these pop-ups will not be visible to you until you make them active or until you set an call of action to them. Let me show you what I meant by that. As you can see, this image and a minus icon here, this is a group of two objects. One is this image, another is this minus icon, and which is placed just above that plus icon. I am covering that plus icon with this minus icon, and that is my intention, to create this in a way so that when I open my pop-up, it will cover that plus icon, so the user will get an idea that he has to close that pop-up by hitting that minus icon. But I have not created an clickable area for it. So when I hit fast review, it will not get visible to you because it is on pop-up layer, and remaining content, which is this, it is on B main content layer. Okay, so let me show you. Let me fast review this. As you can see, there is no pop-up in my iPad screen, but in my InDesign screen, the pop-up is still visible to you. Now, let me show you how you can make it active. So first, I have created this block. I have kept this image inside, and as I am creating a standard pop-up right now, so I have to create a minus icon or a close indicator to close it, because standard pop-up is a pop-up which will be only closed by the clickable area itself. From where you are generating it, that's the only place where you have to close it and you can operate it. So I have kept this group of two blocks on BP pop-up layer. Let me give it a name or an object ID. Object ID plays a most important role in magplus, whether you are creating pop-ups, whether you are creating media. So it's all about object ID, right? So currently I have selected this pop-up layer, my pop-up content, and I am naming this. You can give it any name according to you. So currently I am giving it a name of pop. So I have renamed this pop-up as pop. Now let me show you what reference object ID means. So I have assigned my pop-up a unique name, which is pop. So I'll use this unique name while creating the clickable area. Let me show you that also. So now I have selected my main content, the B layer main content, right? And as you can see, the object ID is currently nil. There is nothing in the object ID right now. So when I click this block and when I hit link, movie, audio, pop up, whatever I click, it will generate a unique object ID. So currently I'm working on pop up. So I'll hit pop up. Now it has generated a clickable area of complete block because I have selected this complete block. So it has given me the complete clickable area of that much size, right? As you can see. Now you can scale it according to your need. Like you want to keep it here on that plus icon or maybe complete on that thumbnail. So feel free to resize it. Okay. So I have resized it to my thumbnail. So whenever the user clicks on this thumbnail, the pop-up will open. Now let me show you. I'll go to this design object window. So you can see this block has adapted a unique object ID, which is B4749. The moment I hit pop-up, it has adapted this, it has generated this unique object ID, which is already assigned to that clickable area also. Now let me select the clickable area to show you. I have selected this clickable area now. You can see the reference object ID here is B4749, which is similar to this block. So this clickable area is generated by this block. Similarly, you can do, let me delete this. Similarly, you can do by creating a, blank frame. Currently, I'm creating a blank frame on my B pinned layer. So I have selected this thumbnail. I have covered this thumbnail by this blank frame. And instead of selecting this complete block and hit pop-up, now I'll select this frame, this small frame, and I'll hit pop-up. Okay, now as you can see, it has generated a clickable area, and it is a small clickable area because my blank frame was of that size, right? And it has given a unique reference object ID to it, to the clickable area, which is B4754. And as you can see, this blank frame has also the same ID, right? Now, on that clickable area, I have to assign my pop-up name under the URL section. So by default, the pop-up URL is pop-up semicolon double slash and your pop-up name. So now I'll give my pop-up name, which I have assigned to my pop-up, which is POP, right? So now when I hit review and when I click on that thumbnail, my pop-up will appear and you will get a minus sign, which I have designed that way just to give my user an idea that there is a minus icon and you can click it to close the pop-up. And there is one more thing in this pop-up. The third window, as you can see, is design pop-up window, right? So when you go to design pop-up window, there are two pop-up types, which is standard and model. I'll show you the difference. Currently, I have described you about standard pop-up and I'll review it and I'll show you how it works. So as you can see, I hit on that tab and my pop-up is in front of you, and there is also a minus sign which is almost covering that plus icon, so that the user will get an idea that he has to close this by tapping that. Okay, and one more thing in this, as I told you, standard pop-up can be operated by that clickable area only, which has generated that pop-up. So there is also there is no foundation that you have to design that minus icon over the plus icon only. You can maybe create a cross button over here or wherever you want to. Let's suppose this white box which I am creating right now is a close button, and I am grouping it with my pop-up just to give you an idea that I'm copying my object ID. Because let me show you, when you group something with your pop-up or any block which has already assigned a object ID, let me show you. This is the assigned block. You can call it pop-up, but this is an assigned block. I have given it an object ID, right? And now I'm grouping it with another block, so the object ID is gone. Object ID is gone. You have to assign that same object ID to it again. You have to keep in mind that when you are grouping something with an predefined object ID object, then the object ID will be vanished. So now I'm pasting that object ID again. So now my object ID is same, which is pop. And I have created this white block just to give you an idea that maybe if you have designed your content in a way that you have a cross button over the top, so you can just duplicate that clickable area. You can resize it and you can close it from here also, because any which way standard pop-up is operational through the clickable area. You have to hit the clickable area to open it, and you have to hit the clickable area again to close it. So it doesn't matter wherever the clickable area, you can place it anywhere according to your design. So currently I have two clickable areas with the same object ID and with the same pop-up name, and they will function in a same manner. So now I have click on that pop-up, click on that thumbnail, and my pop-up is open. And I click on that white block and my pop-up is gone. Let me show you again. Now I'm clicking the thumbnail and my pop-up is open. And now I'm clicking that white block instead of that minus icon, and my pop-up is gone because of that clickable area. Do you understand this part?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
What was the other box that you drew before and you placed it on? Can I see the layers again? You showed us the clickable area, and then you drew another box at the very beginning.
yeah, I got your point. Let me show you. You're talking about this block, this purple block.
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
this is just for your understanding that it is not necessary that you must select this much of big block, right? You can create a blank frame, like a blank block, which
Uh,
has nil color in it, and you can place it where you want with the exact size of the clickable area you are desiring to apply. Okay, so I have created this block and then I hit pop up. So it has given me the exact size of clickable area which I wanted, instead of resizing it
I
by,
got it.
right? So that's what I did.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. So I hope a standard pop-up is clear to you guys.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you another type. So now I am removing this minus icon. Now I'm removing this name also, which is standard pop-up. And let's keep it as a thumbnail only. Okay. And this pop-up type, let me rename as pop. Right. So my clickable area is already assigned. The type, which I showed you. My pop-up is also there. Now I have to show you what is the difference between standard and model pop-up. So currently I have selected standard pop-up, which I just showed you. Now let me select it as a model by just clicking on the drop down, and I'm selecting model. In model, you can have three transition, which is default, zoom, and flip. By default, it will be on default mode, and there are two checkbox available with model pop-up only. With standard pop-up, you can see that there is a checkbox available, but when you click on it, it will automatically go to model, because center on device is only applicable for model pop-up. And there is another checkbox which is add close box. So when you click on it, it will give you a cross button or a cross icon to your pop-up. And when you click on center on device, so it will exactly appear on the center of your device. Whether you place it on the top, it doesn't matter. It will exactly appear in the middle of your screen, in the center of your screen. So let me first review this. My pop-up transition is default. Current situation is this, and let me first review this. So as you can see, it has appear in the middle of screen in a like this, and you can see there is a cross button also. So whether you click on that cross button, it will go away. Whether you click outside anywhere, like here where my cursor is here, anywhere, it will disappear. So this is model pop-up, and it has given you a dark tint behind it, which is a bit different from the standard one. It has given you a dark tint behind it, and you can always check the transitions we have available in model pop-up only. So let me show you zoom. So zoom, as you can see, the zoom transition is applied to this pop-up, and the pop-up is, opening in a zoom style. It is opening from the origin, from here, from the clickable area. It is opening from the clickable area where I have placed the clickable area. So let me show you again. This is zoom. It has opened through the thumbnail itself. And let me show you the previous one, which was default. So it is opening somewhere middle in the screen, as you can see, right? And this is zoom. It is opening in a zoom manner from the thumbnail itself. And if I hit this as flip and I do fast review, then it will open in a flip manner again from the thumbnail. It will generate from the thumbnail itself, and it will open as a flip manner. So these two type of pop-ups will get in magplus, and these three transition you'll get in pop-up, but only in model pop-up if you are working with model pop-up. So is this clear, or do you have any questions in pop-up?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So can we move on to media part?
Um, can you could pop up anything, right? Not just images. You could pop up like text as well, text boxes.
Exactly. You can make anything as a pop-up instead of image. You can create this block, this text block also as a pop-up. Let me show you a
Yeah.
demo very
Um.
quick. Yes, please tell
Okay.
me. Yes, please tell me.
Oh. No, because also on top of that, can you do? Is it possible to have a pop up, like image or text? And could you have a zoom functionality on the pop up? Like, let's say you want to zoom in closer to the image,
Yes,
or
let me show
is
you.
that?
It is possible.
Oh,
It is
okay.
possible. So let me show you. This is my pop-up, which has a name pop, and this is my clickable area. Very good. Let me show you so everything is good. Okay. So this is the pop-up, which is currently as model pop-up, and you can
Mhm.
select under design object. You can set the zoom percentage from here,
Oh. Okay.
and you can give the zoom percentage, let's suppose 200%. And when you fast review this, it will give you an ability to zoom it under model pop-up itself. So let me show you that.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Excellent.
You
I.
can
Nice.
zoom it, and it doesn't matter whether you are using image or text. You can always zoom it, and you can always have anything like images, text.
Mhm.
Is there
Okay.
any? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. I thought like those boxes were grayed out. Okay. That's good. That's good that you could zoom in and have other functionalities.
Okay.
Um. Yeah. I think I got it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So do you guys have any other questions in pop-up?
Don't think so.
I don't.
Okay, so let's move on the
What
media
is
part.
that scroll up to see pop-up transition? Is that also a pop-up when you scroll that little bar on the bottom of the screen?
You talking about this in this designed pop-up,
Oh,
and there is a third window which is designed pop-up window from where you can operate pop-ups only. Like this content is on pop-up layer, as you can see. This is on my pop-up layer, and this is on my B layer. So for my B layer, you cannot select this design pop-up window because that is all anyways not on pop-up layer. But when you select this, which is on pop-up layer, this image, so the design pop-up window will be active, and it will give you the ability to select the pop-up type, select the pop-up transition. So are you talking about this?
oh no, I was talking about no, I was talking about the on your black screen on the where you're designing. It says scroll up to see pop-up transitions. Is that a box that scrolls up, or is it just for the
Really sorry.
different?
Oh, you're
She's talking about.
talking.
Right here, you.
Oh, I got it. I got it. You're talking about this section.
Yes, yes.
Actually, this is uh, my complete MIB, which is this magplus capable video, as you can see. And
Oh,
through this MIB, I have just segregated this section just to show you how it works. Let me show you the actual file.
I see.
So this is pop-up. Let me show, no, not this one, actually this one. So this is the actual file which is there in that MIB, which is final. And when I fast review this, you will get each and everything about these pop-ups which I showed you separately in this single file. Let me fast review this and show you. So as you can see, there are three thumbnails already presented here. First is standard. So when you click on standard, it will give you that minus icon, which I just described you. And another thumbnail is model pop-up, center on device checked. So when I click on it, the model pop-up will appear with center on device, but without that close box. But my another thumbnail which I have created is model pop-up center on device with close box. So when you click on that, the close box will appear. So this vertical is basically designed just for understanding the pop-up. And when you click on this scroll up to see pop-up transition, so when you click on that, it will take you to the page beneath it, and here you will see only the transition which I just described. Like the first one is default, and these three transitions are only available in model. So this is also written here, available only for model pop-ups. When you click on zoom, it will open in a zoom manner, and when you click on flip, it will open in a flip manner. So that was the vertical I choose to, just make you understand the pop-up thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So can I move to media part now?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So let me open this, and this is already a movie section created, but may rename it. So this is basically a blog which I have created on my B layer. This is a group of few blocks and images. Like this television is a different image, and these are there are few text blocks which is designed in a manner, and there are four play icons down here, which is looping video, pop-up version, inline version, and full screen version. Actually these four type of things, these few versions you can apply in our movie when you are going for a movie. So let me show you how these thing work. You just have to select that block to create a movie, or you can select a particular frame like I showed you in pop-up thing. So when you select this, which is looping video, let's let let's consider this as a block, this looping video and play icon group as a block. Let's consider this. And currently it has a object ID because I just deleted few clickable areas and movies player in front of you. So it is assigned because of that. But currently I have made them unassigned. So they are fresh. And if you talk about clickable areas, so there are no clickable areas. So let's consider this as a block, and you have to hit movie because you are working on movie now. So I have hit movie. Now it has given you a green area, which is new to you, I guess, because this is in media area layer. You'll get this green area. So this green area comes under this section, and this green area is the area where you can assign your movie, assign your media type. So it is basically your unique media layer. And when you hit that movie, it has generated a clickable area also, which will be working as a trigger for operating that media. So let's select that media first. Currently I've selected this green area. I'll go to design object. As you can see, it has assigned a unique reference object ID, media ID, and in that clickable area, the object ID is same. And under URL section, instead of pop-up, it has written media, semicolon, double slash, and the media name. This is the media name M114, which is here also under this section. You can rename it also as per your understanding. You can rename it and you can assign it here also, and you can select the content type, which is inline movie, pop-up movie, full screen movie, and audio and sound effects. So these three are the video types, are the movie type, like inline movie, pop-up movie, and full screen movie. And these two down here are audio type, like if you want to implement a song, if you want to implement a sound effect like click or some other effect, some other sound effect, so you can always select these instead of that. And in audio and sound effect case also, you will get this green area, because any which ways songs are also media, right? So you will get this green area, green layer, media layer. So currently I am selecting inline movie. Inline movie is the movie which will play only at that place where you are placing it. Like I am placing it exactly on my TV frame currently, and uh, it is similar to standard pop-up because it will play from the clickable area and it will be pause from the clickable area only. So currently, forget about these buttons, you'll get confused. Just operate it from this. And this is my clickable area. I will play this video from here and I'll pause this video from here only. So let's go to design object. I have selected the content type as inline movie. I'll select my source type as file or URL, whatever you have, whatever kind of content you want to play. Maybe you can have a URL, maybe you can have a file. So currently I have files with me. You can choose the file from here. So I have selected this file. This is an MP4. And if you want, you can also select auto start. So when you select auto start, whenever it will come in view, it will play automatically. You can select this on load in view to play this, and you can just make it in view, or you can make it on load to make it auto play. It will play itself. And if you don't want it to auto start, you want to set and trigger, so you have to set the trigger from that clickable area, which is generated by the time when you hit media. So it has the same reference object ID, the same media file name, and in trigger section, you can select what trigger you want. You want in view, you want on tap, you want out of view. So you can choose between these. Currently it is on tap, and your media type is inline, and it is not auto start. It is hide media at end. I have checked this hide media at end. You can check loop also if you want to play your media again and again. So let me fast review this. So when you click on that loop, the inline movie is playing where I kept it, just exactly there. And because I checked that hide media at end, that why this is vanished, this is gone at the end. So this is how inline movie works. You can select auto start also, and under trigger section, when you are selecting auto start, you can select in view instead of on tap, and you can click fast review. So whenever the user land on that vertical, the video will automatically plays itself. You can use this functionality in an explainer video or something.
That's very cool. And this will play, if the video has audio, the audio will be played, right?
Exactly. The audio will be
Okay,
played with the video itself.
perfect.
And now let me change the content type. Instead of inline movie, I can create it as a pop-up movie, and pop-up movie will be similar to that model pop-up. It will come in the center of the device. It will come with a cross icon with it. So let me show you. I have selected it as a pop-up movie. I'm unchecking this auto start thing. I want it to tap. I'm making it on tap, and I have selected the content type as pop-up movie. So whenever you click on any button where you want your user to see a video or some sort of explainer video, you can use it also. So it will come in a pop-up way, but it will not come on that place where you kept it. As I told you, it will come in a pop-up style, in a model pop-up style on the center of device with a cross button. So it is not coming over that TV screen, TV frame.
Does it matter if it's set up to be a pop-up movie where that green media area is located?
No, you
Okay.
can locate this green area as in this in design file. You can see the green area is exactly on the television, but
Mhm.
my pop-up movie is appearing in the center of device, right?
Uh-huh.
So it
Yes.
doesn't matter with the green area. It matters
Okay.
with what content type you are selecting.
Okay.
So currently I
That
have
makes sense.
selected this pop-up movie. So it will behave in a pop-up style. And let me show you a full screen movie. I'm minimizing this clickable area. Just this clickable area
Mhm.
is just for the formality in this case, which is full screen movie, right? So I am minimizing it this much and keeping it on the corner, but it will hardly matter because any which
Mhm.
ways it gonna come in the full screen. So this is my full screen movie type I have selected, and when you click on fast review, let me show you. It will come in full screen with the close icon also on top left corner, and you can close it. You can again play it. You can control the audio. You can move it forward and backward, same like a media player. So these three types of movie you will get. These three type of movie type you will get in magplus, and this is that section which is there in our functionality mib, which is already predefined with these four different buttons, so that user will get what sort of movies magplus offers. Like looping video, when you play a looping video, it is a pop-up looped video, so it will play again and again because the loop is checked for this scenario. And this is a pop-up version but without looping. So it is gone by itself because the loop was not there. This is the inline version, and it is playing exactly on that location, exactly on that position where my clickable area is. And in order to close it, I have to hit that icon again. This inline icon I'm talking about, I'm hitting it again and again to play it and pause it. Same like standard pop-up. And for that this full screen video, this is my clickable area for that full screen video, this small one. And my full screen video is playing perfectly fine. So do you have any questions regarding this?
When it comes
Can
to
you go over
Yes, please.
some? So you had on tap automatic start, and there were some other options. Can we take a look at those?
Let me show you. This is on
Out of
tap,
view.
in view, out of view, shake, and none.
So what does that shake and none and out of view mean?
Let me try. If I select it as shake and I go to that clickable area and my auto start is not selected. Currently, I just shaked my iPad. You
Okay.
can't see it, but currently I just shake my iPad and the video is playing itself. Let me check whether it's working with tap. No, it is not working with tap. Currently I'm tapping, that's why the top scrubber is coming out,
Hmm.
the issue thing, and it is going away. And now I'm shaking it. What is this? Let me review it again. Wait. Now I shaked it and it is playing the video. So when you select the trigger as shake, you'll be able to play your video by just shaking your device. This is the trigger which I just selected.
Hmm.
And in view, I just showed you when you land on that vertical,
Hmm.
it will automatically play. And if I talk about out of view, so let's suppose you are working in an MIB. You have created an MIB which consists of two verticals, and when you uh, move away from that vertical, it will play. I don't know how to do it practically. Let me check that also. So let's set the trigger as out of view, and this full screen, source type file, and it's done. Export this also. Let me check how this thing works. I go to design production tool because I just exported two verticals. Oh shit, you didn't saw that. Wait, let me fast review this again. Review all. Let's suppose I'm working in an MIB and there are two vertical which I just exported to show you the difference. So this is the movie section and I am trying to go on that upcoming section by just sliding, and as you can see the movie is playing, and if I close it you can see I'm trying to slide it to go to another section. So basically I am going out of view from that vertical. I'm trying to going out of view from that particular vertical and the media is playing. You understood the difference?
So it's almost like if you wanted to put a video ad between two articles in a magazine, you could do it this with that feature.
Exactly. If you
Okay.
try to go out of view from that particular vertical to another one and you want that functionality that when your user try to go to another section or another vertical, so the video will play itself automatically, then you can assign this in that case.
That makes sense.
But then, does it mean that they will not be able to get to the next, or how does it work? So the video will play and they will be able to continue, or
What?
it sort of sounds like a dead end.
Okay. Let me check that also. Yes, you're right in that point. When you are trying to go to another vertical and you are assigning this, then the video will play and it will make you remain on that same vertical, right? That's your concern.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just trying to see what the use would be for this, if you sort of getting people not being able to move on after that.
Right, currently, let me show you. How can I just describe it? Currently, I am sliding it so the video is playing and it will make you remain on that same vertical. But now, in this scenario, I'm tapping on this corner, on this right corner. Instead of swiping, I'm trying to tap on this corner because magplus also have a functionality. When you tap on the right corner, it will take you to the upcoming page, and when you tap on the left corner, it will take you to the back page. So currently I am tapping over here, somewhere here close to this right side boundary, and the videos play because I'm trying to going out of view. But it has successfully taken me to that next vertical, which is my pop-up thing. And when I go back, I'm going back in a sliding way. You just see that I go back in a sliding way. And from here, if I try to slide, now I'm sliding, right? And the videos play as it has assigned as out of view. And when I closed it, I'm still on that movie vertical. And when I tap here, instead of swiping, now I'm tapping. When I tap here, the movie's playing because it is anyways out of view. But when you close it, you will be on that next vertical. So maybe if you have your content design in a way like you have uh, f- uh, forward or backward arrows here and on the both the corners to give the user an idea that they can move forward, they can go backward. Maybe in that case this thing works, but to be very honest, currently I have not created a design with that scenario yet, but it's always a try and hit thing. So maybe in future if I get some sort of requirement like this, I'll try a way. But this is currently the scenario that which I showed you in this trigger. You can use it. I think I answered that.
Yes, yes, that makes sense. Thanks.
Okay.
I have a question about the video as well. I noticed that on the full screen movie that the scrubber, the play and pause button appears,
Hmm.
but not in the other pop-ups, like when the video is on that small monitor there, or when
Yes,
it's
yes,
like a modal style.
yes.
Is that could we add a scrubber? Or is that or is there an option to add the scrubber back or no in those two
No,
modes?
no, I don't think so. I don't think so, but I'll
Okay.
also confirm it with my technical team. But I'm sure that you cannot, till now, you cannot do this because in full screen movie, what happens is the magplus plugin plays that movie in the, by default, the media player, right?
Yes. Okay.
And in
Hmm.
the other two modes, it is not using the media player, it is just playing that clip. So that's how it is.
Okay.
But I'll discuss it
Okay.
with
Just
my
wanted.
technical team. Maybe in future they are trying to implement something like that, or
Hmm.
maybe it has designed in such a way. I'll discuss it. But as for
Yeah.
current situation, this is how it is.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
So do you have any other questions regarding this?
That's it from
I
me.
don't.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Okay, let me open another vertical, which is also very similar to this. And in that, except for video, we are using audio. That's it. That's the difference there.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is my audio vertical, which I have created. Let me describe it a bit. This is my B layer. As you can see, this is my B layer. It doesn't matter. It's on B pinned. I can move it to B slide also. Okay. And as you can see, there is no clickable area here on that scroll and play, but which I just described you in the movie section, that whenever you click on the right hand side and the left hand side, magplus has default functionality to take you forward and backward. Similarly, when you click on the bottom and when you click on the top, so it will take you to the upwards and downwards also. So currently I have designed this arrow and it is very much at the bottom to my portrait mode. You can see here, it is very much at the bottom, and when you click on this, then my A layer, which is here, it will come up and you'll be able to select the thumbnails which is presented on that A layer. So let me show you that also. Let me turn off the clickable areas first. So this is my A layer which I have just designed. I have few thumbnails, I have few songs implemented to that. So this is a group of these thumbnails and this complete text and this arrow. This is a complete group of these things. And when you select that thumbnail, as you can see, this is my A layer. And by this A layer, I have generated the media. I just selected the A layer. I hit on audio and it has given me the green area, the clickable area, right? So this is what I did earlier. And I have resized this clickable area and I have placed these clickable area on each thumbnail manually like this, which I am trying to show you. Like this, I have placed my clickable areas. So these are my clickable areas already on every thumbnail. And I have resized this green area. You can resize it of any size, because in audio case, in this case, when you are using an audio, the green area or the media area will not matter. It will just be there to, assign that file. That's it. Because any which ways the movie is not there in this case. So I have few clickable areas with me, which are here you can see, and every clickable area has a song assigned to it. Currently, let me check my clickable area of my media. So this is my reference object ID is 2009, and currently this block has B2124 ID because my clickable area was generated earlier, and maybe I grouped this scroll and play this scroll and play later after generating this clickable area. That's why my reference object ID disappeared from here. And right now in front of you, just I showed you by generating an audio. So it has assigned that new reference object ID to this block. So now when I fast review this, it will not work. The clickable area will not behave because my reference object ID is different. Let me check that. Now I'm tapping those thumbnails, but none of them are working. The reason is my reference object ID. So let me select any of this clickable area because all of them will be having the same reference object ID. Oh no, there are different object ID. There are separate blocks. There are separate blocks which I just created, and because I have generated these thumbnails by these frames, the basic dummy frame which I showed you earlier in pop-up. So each of them will be having their different object ID. I'm sorry, I forgot that. As you can see, this is a different frame which is having B02009 object ID, and this is having B2009. Same with this is having 2010 and this is having 2010. So that's how I generated these, and this is my this is my media area. From here I have selected audio, I have selected file, similarly like movie, and in this file I have assigned the song. Except for that movie, I have selected songs from here, and I have selected hide media at end, and I have selected add to playlist. Add to playlist is a feature which you will get on the top of your scrubber. I'll show you how it will look like. So let me disable this from let me disable this from add to playlist, and let me disable this Skrillex Where Are You Now song also with add to playlist. So if I fast review this, you'll not be able to listen to the audio because my iPad is connected to my device right now, but they are playing, and I'll show you how. So when you long press on your screen like this, you will see a playlist icon you will get here. This is the playlist icon. So whichever song you have selected this playlist icon checked in, you will get those here. So currently I have unchecked the two songs, which are these, Get Low and Where Are You Now. So they are not appearing in the playlist. Let's suppose if I check them on. Currently I have checked it, but I have not reviewed it. Let me show you the earlier review. So the song is not there and you can play it. It is playing, but you are not able to listen to the audio, but it is playing. And you can select any song, you can play any song, you can move it forward from here, from this playlist icon. Okay. And as I have selected add to playlist for this song also, and if I fast review this now, so this song also will be included in this playlist now, the Get Low song. So you see it is on top because I just selected it as add to playlist. And the best thing about add to playlist is you can access it anywhere in your MIB. Like it doesn't matter if you are on that particular audio section, if you are on cover page, if you are on ending page, if you are in middle of your MIB, anywhere, you will get that add to playlist icon if you are checking that in. So let me show you that. I'm just exporting it, and I go to design reviewer. I'll hit refresh because I just exported a new vertical, so it will come on the top. I'll drag it down. So this is the sequence. My first vertical is movie, second is pop-up, third is audio playlist, and I'll hit review all. So as I told you, you can access it from anywhere. Currently, I'm on movie section and the playlist icon is visible. You can play any song, you can close the playlist, your song is playing, and you can enjoy your content. You can still read your content. You can still read your content, and your song is currently playing, right? You can move to another page. You can see your song is playing. So you can access your
So I
playlist.
have a
Yes,
question.
yes, please.
Um, when you are, for example, playing a movie and the
Okay.
movie has sound and you're playing a song, will it both of them will be playing, or
No, no, no.
how does that
It will
work?
it will interrupt that song. When you play that movie, your audio will stop. For that
Okay, gotcha.
video, the audio will be there, but for that particular song, it will stop that song and it will play that movie for you.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So this is uh, how you can implement the audio, and you can implement those audio as a playlist so that you can access your playlist from anywhere, from any vertical. So is this clear, or do you guys have any questions regarding it? Hello?
Just
I,
thinking.
I think it
Yeah,
makes
Oh, I
sense.
think I
it's okay.
muted myself.
It's okay. It's okay.
Can you have more than one playlist and swap between them?
No, I have not tried it yet, and I have not faced any scenario like this before, but I'll discuss it also with my technical team. This is an important point. But I believe we cannot, but I'll discuss it. I'll get back to you in our next session with this question for sure.
Okay, sure.
Do anybody have any other questions?
I don't
Not
have
about
any.
this.
You guys?
I have a totally unrelated question. I'm sorry, but we've been struggling with so all of our files are stored on a network, and the fast review function, just because of something with the network and how it blocks things, will not work unless we take the files off of the network and disconnect and review from our desktop. And so our technical team here is advising that we, goodness, what is it? It's instead of reviewing on our devices, they're advising that we review using
Like a
it's
simulator.
like a
Simulator.
simulator. Yeah.
Okay.
And is this something that, I mean, is that a good option, or this is the article that they were referencing? It seemed like it's not necessarily the best option for reviewing, but I wanted to see kind of what your thoughts were on that.
Let me open that link we just shared. You're talking about this simulator, and yes, you can review anything on this simulator. You will be getting artificial devices in the simulator. But if you have the actual device, like currently I'm having iPad and I'm showing you everything on that iPad, then uh, you can also use the device. But what is the problem you are having? You are using videos, you are using audios on a URL.
Well, it's
On a,
just because our network blocks the communication between, like when we press fast review, it doesn't send it to our device just because of something with our network. Or James, I don't know if it's firewalls. I don't know what it is, but it
when,
blocks that
yeah,
ability. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it has to do with when we switch over to Wi-Fi, we lose our network connectivity and all of our linked files no longer are linked, and it doesn't work the way it should. So what we have to do is copy things locally to our computers to review them, and it's just a lot of extra steps. So we're just wondering if there's kind of a viable option for our particular situation.
Is this related something to your IT team? They have blocked something or something like that, or you are directly
Yes.
working from the servers?
Yes.
You are directly working from the servers.
Yeah, we work on this on a server, and then it's also related, I believe, to something with the IT team, which is we're working with them too.
Maybe it can be with the IT team something. Maybe they have blocked something, but uh, my best practice is I make a folder structure in a way so the link will be there. Like let's suppose uh, currently I have this final portrait with me, so I'm working on an iPad. So I'll make a folder by the name of iPad. In that I have source InDesign files with me. In the source issue I will have exported verticals with me, and the things I'm using in these InDesign files, they are the links, and they are here in the link folder with me. So whenever I open these InDesign file, it will have those links, and it will uh, not give me an issue to relink them and again, right? So whenever you are working, you can always create this bunch, so it will not give you the problem of relinking again and again. But yes, if still you are getting some problem to review on the actual device, then maybe it has to do something with your IT team. Maybe they have blocked something, uh, or something like that, because I'm not having any issue in that case. You can use the file type as a URL. You can use the file type as in the form of MP4, in the form of MP3. Like currently I'm selecting the source type file, so I must be having files in the form of MP4 and MP3. I can use URL also. Like if I have a YouTube channel, I can directly copy paste that link here. I have select the URL, and in this file location I can place the URL. In that case also I'm not facing any problems till now.
Yeah, I think it is. I know it is something with our network, and so I think that's our primary issue. But I just wanted to see if you'd known anything about that. So I appreciate. Thank you very much for taking the time to go over it.
Yeah, please. And you can also try
So,
the
but
simulator
the
also.
question is,
Yeah, please tell me.
but you said that if we can make the simulator work, then it will be a good solution, and it's not necessary for us, or will not be necessary to preview on devices.
Yes, exactly. You can also use simulator. Simulator is also there, but currently in this machine I'm not having the simulator. But yeah, in my office I have the simulator with me. You have to get the latest Xcode, which is compatible to your Mac OS, and then you can use the simulator. And the simulator will also give you the artificial devices, like in this new magplus design vertical. Like this you will get the same drop down in your simulator as well. And when you hit select any of the device, then the simulator will open an artificial device for you, and you can review your content similarly, which I am showing you in my iPad. Like this, you can review on that simulator also.
And the simulator doesn't
And
have
it will
to
be,
go through Wi-Fi, correct? We can.
Yeah, yeah, no, thus in the simulator you can select, you can give the IP, you can give the IP which is there on your Wi-Fi. Like Let me show you that also. Simulator is also like this iPad, this artificial iPad. It will have exact same these things. You can select, you can go to settings, and there is an IP which is connected to my Wi-Fi. So you
Right.
can give this same IP to that simulator and it will work perfectly.
But is there a way to review something without going through the Wi-Fi on the simulator?
Yeah, there is an default uh, IP which is you have to assign to your simulator only once, and then you can review your content. And that IP I'm forgetting right now. It is 127. I'll get back to you in our next
Yeah.
session with that IP, which is by default. You can use it whether your Wi-Fi is on another Wi-Fi. Oh, sorry, whether your Wi-Fi is on another IP, but the default IP will work perfectly.
Do you have like
Your voice is breaking, James. Hello?
an IT
I'm really sorry. I'm unable to hear
person
you.
there that I can?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
James is asking.
yeah.
James is asking whether you have an IT person on your team that our IT person can talk to and maybe um, to try and figure that issue out.
Which issue you want to resolve? That reviewing issue that you are
Yeah,
unable to review in your
Yes.
actual device.
setting up the simulator. Yes.
Uh,
Setting up the simulator.
I'll ask my technical team and I'll get it arranged for you. I'll talk to my support team and maybe there is no need to IT person. Our technical team will help you. I'll support magplus support team will help you, and you will also not require that IT person. You just have to install it and you'll be able to do it yourself also. But if you want your IT person to connect with our IT person, that will also be feasible. I'll talk to my
Okay.
technical team and I'll get back to you on that part. But it is a very easy task. If you are working, if you want to work on that simulator, then it is a very easy task. Am I audible?
Hmm.
Thank you. Yes.
You are.
Okay, okay,
Thank you very much for the training today.
okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice
Yeah.
day, you all.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Talk,
Thank you.
talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.